Welcome back to the 2-minute warning. Today I'm taking a look at the Los Angeles Rams and going over whether or not they should look into signing free agent running back Le'Veon Bell. But before we get on the topic, question for those of you viewing, comment down below how you think the Rams should replace Cam Akers. If you didn't know, starting running back Cam Akers suffered an Achilles injury, so comment down below how you think to replace him. Should they just roll the backup Darrell Henderson, look into a free agent running back, Le'Veon Bell, Adrian Peterson, Todd Gurley? What's your guys' solution to Cam Akers going down? Comment down below and I'll give mine at the end, of course. Getting straight into it then, though, again, just to clarify, Cam Akers, a starting running back, went down with an Achilles injury and he will not be playing in the 2021 season. It is sad to see, and the Rams are going to be impacted slightly. Is their Super Bowl window absolutely closed? No, it's just going to get a little more tough now. However, free agent running back Le'Veon Bell is still on the market. I know he's not the same Steelers Le'Veon Bell where they had the amazing trio, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, and Le'Veon Bell. Went to the Jets, declined, went to the Chiefs, declined some more, went to the Rams. Something tells me he's not just going to bounce up to the top. But while I don't think that's likely, I don't think it's impossible. The Rams aren't going to be looking at Le'Veon Bell to be prime Steelers Le'Veon Bell, but they're going to be looking at him to just be a starting running back they could count on. Is he going to be a better option than Darrell Henderson? I'm not sure. Darrell Henderson's not a bad backup running back, but it'll create some competition between the running back war room, whatever you want to call it, the depth chart. And maybe one of these guys will realize this is our one chance to really turn our careers around, show what we got, maybe get us a big paycheck in the future. Darrell Henderson setting up his future. Le'Veon Bell trying to save what future he has left. If I'm the Le'Veon Bell, I'm making a phone call. If I'm the Rams, I'm considering it. I'm obviously not giving them a lot of money. I'm going to give them probably a 1-year prove-it deal, obviously. Like $2 million, maybe $1 million, whatever, like a really cheap negotiation is that works for both sides. Le'Veon Bell's still getting a little cash, but the Rams aren't, investing their future in a guy they don't know what he's got. I think it's definitely worth doing. His running style, his playing style is a little bit different than Cam Akers. Cam Akers is obviously just a lot younger. That's a factor as well. He's much more athletic at this point in his career. I do think he's much stronger power back. He's not the biggest dude either, but Le'Veon Bell is a finesse and patience player that doesn't use pure power. Cam Akers, he's got some agility to him as well. I'm not trying to say he doesn't, but I do think again, neither of these guys are power backs. Let's make that clear, but I do think Cam Akers can give a hit a little bit more than Le'Veon Bell, so they're slightly different in that aspect. Cam Akers being a little more athletic. I think they're both pretty good receiving backs. Le'Veon Bell, his receiving side, I haven't seen much of it recently. Obviously, he hasn't been playing much recently, but I think both, could get to a pretty healthy state in the receiving side. That Le'Veon Bell, I think, could come pretty close to in Cam Akers' level. I think Cam Akers might have the edge in his athleticism, his talent, his youth. Le'Veon Bell, he's always been a good receiving back, so they both have their pros and cons. On the Rams, again, I'm going to be looking into it. I think the Rams still have a good shot this year with or without Cam Akers, with or without Le'Veon Bell. If they went with Darrell Henderson, you still got a deep receiving core: Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Van Jefferson, Tyler Higbee, Tutu Atwell, Deshaun Jackson. There's some depth there, that's for sure. Matt Stafford, top 10 quarterback. Offensive line, pretty stout, pretty safe for the most part. Defense, we know how good that is. You got Aaron Donald, you got Leonard Floyd, you got Darius Williams, you got Jordan Fuller, you have Jalen Ramsey, and then you got a top 5 head coach in the league, a mastermind head coach, very innovative on offense, Sean McVay. So you got a top 5 coach, top 10 QB, probably a top 5 receiving core right around there, close to top 5 defense. You got the answers to make a deep run. The backfield just has a couple question marks. Obviously, there is going to be no perfect replacement for Cam Akers unless they pull off a trade, or unless Le'Veon Bell turns his career around and shows he could still be what he was with the Steelers, or if they look in someone else, even though this video is on Le'Veon Bell specifically, if I'm the Rams, I'm opening my door, opening my options to a lot of people. We lost a lot of talent here. They got to at least explore their next best option. What is plan B? Is it Darrell Henderson? Is it Le'Veon Bell? Is it Todd Gurley? Is it old man Adrian Peterson? Is it Frank Gore at 435 years old? I don't know what it is, but to me, Le'Veon Bell, he's probably the biggest name that I would take a risk on. Adrian Peterson, that's pure power back, yet he's old. How much power does he have? Todd Gurley, he does, I still think, have a little more talent. Todd Gurley, obviously, the whole arthritis thing is everything. He took as big as a fall as you can. However, at this point, I'm willing to take a risk on him if I could get him for a league minimum, But I don't know if he would work it out with the, the Rams and their pride and how they fell apart. They both might be a little stubborn with each other. I'll make a video on Todd Gurley more specifically later. But Le'Veon Bell, I don't think there's any bad ties with the Rams. Le'Veon Bell could be possibly getting a ring with the Rams. Le'Veon Bell could getting a starting job with the Rams. I don't see why Le'Veon Bell on his side, his agent and himself would not reach out to LA unless obviously money is a factor and the Rams are offering them, look, we're giving you the league minimum, whatever it is, 700, 800 grand, 1.1 million, whatever it is. But Le'Veon's hearing from, theoretically, he's getting a call from maybe the Steelers again. We'll give you 1.5 million. Maybe the Cardinals will give you 1.3 million. Just whatever. It might be a little bit more than the Rams. Le'Veon may be in a predicament. Do I want to go to a lesser team where I might not get the starting job, or I might not be as competitive for a ring, but I get that money? Or do I want to go to the Rams where I can maybe turn my career around, I can maybe compete for a Super Bowl ring, but I'm getting a little bit less money? I don't know what he values. Does he value his career, his future, his long-term money more, or his competitiveness more, or his legacy more with the ring, or does he care about the today's cash, the short-term money? And there is no wrong answer. I get it. If he's stuck for money, I'm not going to tell him don't take $1.5 million if another team's offering it to him. I'm just saying there are options for Le'Veon and the Rams. I'm making a phone call. I'm not saying I'm set on Le'Veon, but I'm going to at least explore Le'Veon. I'm sure they might be fine with Darrell Henderson. Obviously, they're not happy with the situation, but they might not be looking to force a guy to come over, force a signing. And they might be looking at it, look, we got who we got. We always have precautions. We always have backups for a reason. We got a guy in the 7th round, Jake Funk. Maybe we'll roll with him. I doubt it. But the Rams have several options, whether it be signing a guy, rolling with Henderson, trading a guy. I think they'll figure something out. I still think they're going to be a competitive team this year. I don't think the Super Bowl window is closed. It makes it tougher to win a Super Bowl, of course, especially when you look at the matchups in the NFC with the Packers, with the Bucs. I think the Rams will still have a great season, 11, 12, 13, 14 wins. They have an amazing team, but come postseason, they might be missing a Cam Akers. We'll just have to see how it turns out, or if a Le'Veon Bell can fill his shoes. Either way, I'm not counting out the Rams by any means this season. I think it hurt their stocks ever so slightly, but this isn't a team I want to brush off by any means by losing Cam Akers. They didn't lose Aaron Donald or Matthew Stafford or Jalen Ramsey. They lost Cam Akers, who's no discredit to him. I'm not knocking him, but it could have been much worse is all I'm saying. And Le'Veon Bell, a guy that might be fighting to save his career, might play his ass off to just prove to everyone they were wrong. Who's to say you can't get some fire rolling, you can't have a great team, and he might be better than Cam Akers. Not saying that's going to happen or will happen, but nothing is impossible in the NFL with some of these big names and big brands trying to make a name for themselves or making names for themselves again. You guys tell me, though, do you agree or disagree that they should at least consider? I'm not saying yes, sign him, or no, don't sign him, but I'm saying figure out what's he cost, how's he looking, is he in shape, is he want to play with the Rams, is he committed, what's his work ethic? At least make a phone call, work the numbers, crunch the numbers, make some phone calls, get some conversations rolling. That's all I'm saying. What do you guys think? Are you all for it, all against it, or kind of stuck in the middle and like me? And it depends on the circumstances. And as far as the question today, question for the video, what do I think the Rams should do? I think they need to explore everyone. I don't think they should call Le'Veon. He says, 1 million done, take it. I want to say, all right, we'll consider it, Le'Veon. And then I want to call Adrian Peterson. I want to call Todd Gurley. I want to talk to Darrell Henderson. Do you think you're ready? I want to explore all my options, then I'll make a decision. If Le'Veon says, yes, I'll come today, I would be tempted, but I wouldn't say yes right away. So to me, I'm calling everyone, and then I'm making a decision. But you guys tell me, maybe if you think you could get Le'Veon, you'll take it today. Who knows? As always, and of course, thank you for watching, guys. 2-minute warning.